Hey, what's up guys? In today's guitar lesson we're going to be learning Barely Bleeding by Nothing Nowhere. Now this song is interesting because it's always got at least two different guitar parts going on at the same time at any point in the song. So what we're going to be learning today is sort of a combination of those guitar parts all put into one so you can just play it on the one guitar. Our first guitar part is going to sound like this. So we're going to start by putting our first finger on the second string, second fret, and our third finger on the third string, fourth fret. And you can either do this with your fingers or with your pick, but we're going to hit the first string, third string, and second string. And do that 4 times. Then we're going to move up to our fourth fret. Now there are two ways you can do this. The way I like to do it, I'm going to bar the top 3 strings on the 4th fret. So the first, second and third strings. A barring just means using one finger to fret all of those strings, in this case your first finger. So barring those top 3 strings, then just adding your second finger onto the second string, 5th fret. The second way to do this is to do your D shape at the 4th fret. So your first finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret, second finger on the 1st string, 4th fret, and then your third finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret. A little bit easier to play, but because we're using 3 fingers rather than 2, it takes a little bit longer to get to. It also will make it a little bit trickier, a little bit down the track in this song, but we'll get to that in a bit. Either way you do that, we're just going to hit the first string, second string, and then third string. And do it twice. And then keep that shape there and add your third finger, or if you're doing the D shape, your 4th finger, add that onto the first string, 5th fret, and do the same picking pattern again. This part goes on throughout pretty much every verse that there is. Towards the end of that part, before we lead into the chorus, we have this other little finger picking part, and that sounds like this. Now this is one of those parts that is sort of a bunch of different guitar parts all put together. So if you listen to the song, it's not going to sound exactly like that. But if you're just playing on one guitar, this works really well. So we're going to keep that D shape, or that first barred shape, from the first guitar part we did. And we're just going to add our 4th finger onto the 6th string, 7th fret, onto the B there. So it's a big stretch. If you can't quite get that, feel free to skip the bar and just hit the 3rd string twice instead. But if you can add that bass note, that 6th string, it really does add that little bit more depth to it. Now this is also why it's a bit trickier when you're trying to play that D shape, because then that stretches even harder. Okay, so that's why I do like to use the bar there. And we're just going to hit the 6th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, and then back down, 2nd string again, 3rd string again. And do it twice. Then we just go to the next shape again, so keeping that shape there, taking off your bass note, taking off your 4th finger, adding your 3rd finger onto the 1st string, 5th fret, and then using the open 5th string as your bass note. And doing the same picking pattern. We do that part again. And this time on that second shape, we just do one strum at just to the top 3 strings, just to finish it off. Now we're going to move into the strumming part, and this part comes in at the chorus, and it's going to sound like this. So again, again, it's not going to sound exactly like the song. The song has other parts going on around it, but this part will work really well just on your acoustic guitar. You'll notice the bar chord at the start. Some people will play this with a capo on the 2nd fret there, but that's going to make the first part we played, it won't sound as good. You won't have the open notes ringing out. So that's why we're doing it without a capo. Unfortunately, it does mean we've got a bar chord. And that bar chord's an F sharp minor chord, so we're barring that entire 2nd fret, adding your 3rd finger onto the 5th string 4th fret, and then your 4th finger, just play that on the 4th string 4th fret. Our strumming pattern is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Moving to an E chord, just an open E. What I like to do here from that F sharp minor is actually just to keep that 3rd and 4th fingers where they are, but then slide them down to the 2nd fret, adding your 2nd finger onto the 1st fret, 3rd string. And that's just a quick way to change from the F sharp minor to the E major. Of course, you can just do your standard E major fingering. So your 1st finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret, 2nd finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Doesn't matter either way you do it. And we're going to do the same strumming pattern. To an A chord. So your 1st finger, 4th string, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Same strumming pattern again. And then back to the E. It's actually a fairly simple chord progression once you've got that F sharp minor bar chord down. Now there is one more guitar part going on here, and that's in the bridge. Now this is really played on the electric guitar. It doesn't translate super well to the acoustic. We're going to give it a go anyway. That's going to sound like this. So starting on the F sharp minor again. Now what I'm actually going to do here is again keep that 3rd and 4th fingers where they are, and my 2nd finger onto the 6th string 4th fret just above it. And I'm actually using my 1st finger to mute those other strings, so actually touching the strings but not pressing down. So then we get this. When you're strumming kind of hard or fast, you're not going to hear those other strings there. So down, up, down on the F sharp minor, down, up, down on that next chord, and then moving back to that A and doing the same thing, trying to focus on the lower strings on each of these chords. And you'll notice there's a new strumming pattern there as well. Then we do that again. And then we go back into the chorus, and then back into that first guitar part, and it ends on that. And there we go, guys. That's Barely Bleeding by Nothing Nowhere. Keep in mind with this one, we are putting a bunch of different acoustic and electric guitar parts that are played all at the same time onto one acoustic guitar. So what we're playing today isn't exactly what's going on in the song, but it works really well if it is just you and just the one guitar. If you have any questions or comments, pop them in the comment section below. Any requests, pop them down there too, and I'll try to get to all of them. If you like this guitar tutorial, make sure to like and subscribe. I have new lessons out every fortnight, and it really helps support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Sam. I'll see you next time.